when you figure out something or you find out something and it feels so good that it just feels like a secret that you need to tell somebody about? Well, you're the person I'm gonna tell right now. I think I found the best filmmaking app for iPhones that's better than Filmic Pro or Blackmagic or any of those. This feels different and special. The app is called Perla 3. I don't know where that name comes from, but that's the app right there. And there's really 3 things that make this app special in my opinion. So I'm gonna tell you about those. If you think it's a cool secret, feel free to tell your friends or share the video. If you don't, then I don't know. And no, this isn't like a sponsor video or anything. I just want to tell you guys, honestly, I swear, I'm making 0 money from this, even though I probably should be. And the reason why this matters is because the iPhone is your best friend if you are a filmmaker. It is an incredible tool that is always in your pocket, always with you, even when you catch the biggest fish of your life. And you can capture that, or the same day decided to backflip off the dock and smack your head on that dock and happen to go to the hospital to get your head glued. Still got it back there. So uncomfortable, so itchy. It was a memorable long weekend. The first thing that this app can do is shoot 4:3 open gate. If you don't know what open gate is, basically when you film on an iPhone or on a Sony, for example, you're not actually using the whole sensors. The sensors aren't 16:9, but your video clip ends up coming out 16:9. The sensor on an iPhone is actually 4:3, and this app allows you to film 4:3 using the whole sensor. So you're not missing a little bit of the top and bottom, which is actually quite useful. You can kind of recrop and redo things a lot more. You can even get a vertical shot from your 4:3 horizontal shot, which that's pretty cool. You can shoot anamorphic lenses and then it actually becomes like a 2:1 or a 16:9, or depends on what anamorphic you're using. But it actually becomes like usable to use anamorphic lenses on an iPhone. I still don't really know why you would do that, but you could. You could do that. I think more importantly, you could do that cool 4:3 aspect ratio without losing the sides. You could do it for real, and I think a lot of people like that look right now. I think it's a cool look. So this is me filming open gate on an iPhone. Look at the aspect ratio. I'm not losing some of the top and bottom, which is just actually really, really cool. I haven't seen this on any other app. There's only one other app actually that can do this right now. It's called OpenCam, which is a little bit more simple. Just the 2 apps. It'll probably come to all the other apps, but right now this is special. By the way, do you guys think I have too many lenses? Or is this like is this an appropriate amount of lenses, or is this just like overkill? What do you think? Little interruption. I actually reached out to Perla while I was testing this app, and they wanted to give away some free codes, which I thought was super nice of them. This is not sponsored in any way. I decided to hide little QR codes throughout this video. There are 10 of them for free codes, so yeah, have at it. A little Easter egg hunt. I gotta find out what Spencer thinks of this, because I think this is interesting. I don't know if you guys find it interesting, but I think this is very interesting. Do you think it's interesting that this shoots open gate?
On an iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. Let me see.
Have you heard of another app that can do open gate?
No, why? There's like built-in grain already on the.
Well, that is what we were gonna get to next. So, okay, so you think it's interesting that we could shoot open gate, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, very much.
That's already interesting. You can also do film emulations on the app, and this is why am I so overexposed? Hold on a second. So you can do film emulations. Think of these kind of like recipes on the Fujifilm cameras, but you can actually do them in video. So I was hoping you would take a break from editing and help me test these.
I could do that, yeah.
Spencer's been doing a really good job editing videos. If you think the edits have gotten upgraded, it's thanks to him. Let's go test this. So I'm gonna sweat out here with my glue head. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of film emulations to test out. And that's not actually, you can also do even more, which we'll get to in a second. But let's first test these, however many, 13 or whatever there is. And let's check out the different looks, because yeah, I'm curious. Are you curious?
Yeah.
All right, let's test them. So to choose your film emulation, you're gonna go to image processing, hit film emulation, and then we actually have different grain that you can choose also. So you can have the strength of the grain and size. We're just gonna go with standard small, but getting grain in camera, that's actually pretty sick. Okay, and then we go to film emulation. We'll start with a standard and see what happens. All right, this is our standard profile. All right, that looks pretty good. This is standard L. What do you think standard L stands for? I have no idea what it would be. Low contrast? I don't know. Aphthanos. I'm not sure if I'm not saying that right, but Thanos. This is Aphthanos. Okay, I see a look there. That's looking pretty cool. All right. Okay, this is bothering me. There's no like exit button. There's no like get out of here. You have to swipe. But there we go. Got it swipe. But then if you have it this way, it's actually from over here, which is just messing with my brain. Just give me the exit button. Make it easy, please. This is London 1992. It is very cool tones.
All right.
All right, we got a chromia. What do you think a chromia looks like?
Super vibrant.
Exact opposite. No contrast, no saturation. All right, this is Visage Umbra, looking pretty cool, desaturated. Chroma Solaris.
That one's got to be vibrant.
I would guess warm, and it is warmer, but it's not vibrant. you're like 0 for 10 now, I guess. Classic Negative.
That one's black and white.
Classic Negative is not black and white, but it is very desaturated-ish. Classic Chrome.
That one sounds like it'd be warm, little like Kodak Gold vibes.
We are just terrible at guessing.
No.
Niveus. Do you think ChatGPT made up these names, or?
Niveus does sound like one that ChatGPT did.
Solera, first black and white film emulation.
All right.
Solera Urbanus, definitely ChatGPT that. And the last one, Solara Visage. Okay, so the Solaras are all black and white. Does this interest you at all? Being able to shoot open gate?
You don't need lights
film
on in here? I've got an ND on. There's no lights on.
Let me take off my ND filter.
God, that's what I'm more interested
Then
in.
we'll turn down the ISO way down there.
Should we restart that clip now, or?
No, it's fine.
Okay, now we got some window light. Now we can start. Okay, what am I looking at?
Okay, so do you know what open gate is?
It's the full
Using the full sensor.
It's like beyond full frame.
Yeah, it's using the full sensor,
Yeah.
4x3.
Okay.
So you can shoot open gate on this app.
Is this like a hack that like unlocks?
Yeah, like with no other app can
It's
do
like
it.
jailbreaking filmmaking.
Kind of, yeah,
there you
kind
go.
of,
That's
yeah.
a great title.
And then, do you like the Fujifilm cameras, like the recipes and stuff?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
that for videos, you can build your own recipe.
Okay.
And then film in that. Is that
And
interesting to
jailbreak
you?
it. Yes, that's very interesting. I think that's cool.
I'm always curious because you think so differently about this stuff. But if you think it's slightly interesting,
I think like anything that removes friction from the creation process is interesting, and I think that's why. I don't know why I'm looking at the phone. Like I'm waiting for a FaceTime to come in. I think that's why we use presets, and I think that's why we use LUTs, and I think it's why all those things are so successful and so nice because they speed the job up. So if your video can already look like that, you know.
so how about AI? All right, so those are all the different film emulations they give you. Now, if you do not like any of those, if you're like they all suck, which often, I'm not saying these ones suck, but they might suck. I haven't looked at them clearly yet. But often the presets kind of suck, and you're like, well, I wish there was a little bit more of this or that. If you are one of those people, they have a film emulation tab too, which you can actually make your own recipe. Just like in the Fujifilm cameras, you can start with one of these looks that we just went through, or just start with standard and build your own look. You can change the highlights, the shadows, the colors, cyan to red, magenta to green, yellow to blue. You can do color chrome blue. You can do saturation, vibrance, mid-tone detail. You can do grain like we talked about, the size of the grain, and even bloom, which I didn't see in any of those emulations that they have in here. But this allows you to add bloom in camera as you're filming. I don't know, that's pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
All right, I'm sweating buckets over here. Why don't we make our own look? Let's start with standard. Highlights, we should bring them down, right? We want like a nice like low highlights. It kind of shows you, this isn't really the best preview to be like.
It's very blue.
It's very blue and it's like a nighttime shot. So it's like, I don't know how that's gonna look. So let's just experiment. We're gonna go down to -15. We're gonna go up on the shadows a little bit so it's not so punchy. I don't know. Let's go to 15. Let's try it. Cyan to red. I think we're gonna go a little bit more cyan. Magenta, I hate magenta. Magenta is the worst color. No offense to anybody that likes magenta, but take offense. It's the worst color. So we're gonna go slightly more green, and then we're gonna make it a bit of a cool look. So yellow to blue, we're gonna go slightly blue. Color chrome, kinda like, let's try this color chrome blue. Saturation, because it's an iPhone thing and we're like, you know, we like saturated film looks right now. We're gonna make it a little bit more vibrant. Mid-tone detail, I think we should bring down.
Yeah, definitely down. On an iPhone?
On an iPhone for sure. Let's go like -8. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, let's go like it goes all the way to, it goes to -50. Should we go, let's go like -25. Let's go hardcore on that. Let's see what happens. Grain size, standard. Let's go strong. Let's just see medium, strong grain. And then we're gonna add some bloom in there too. Nice, let's go nice 4. Let's see what happens.
What do we, like, what's the max?
5. So we're almost maxing. Let's see what that looks like. So now we have that, and we're gonna go to image processing, custom profile.
Is that crazy?
We might have gone a little too far with this one, but you can see how much you can push it. Like this is quite a lot. I am noticing that it's like notice on the screen it's like a little delayed. It's a little like laggy,
yeah, because
buggy, because I'm probably doing so much. I'm sure the grain and the bloom or halation, whatever is going on, is a little bit much. This might be a little bit much, but then you can go in.
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it too. So we can in fact go in and change that now. So I'm gonna take away the green and the chroma blue. I think that was a little bit much. And I'm gonna take down the bloom to a 3. All right, that is looking better. Might be still a little bit much, but you can make some really cool film looks, and you got that cool open gate 4x3 look. So this is, I've never used an app like this. Again, this is very, look how laggy it is. So like, you're gonna have to deal with that if you're trying to monitor it, but still really cool. Update on that, they did say that it was the bloom. Some people have had issues with that. They are working on it. So if you don't want those issues, don't use the bloom. And I think they also said with the D-squeeze in camera, so you can actually like bake in a D-squeeze. Some people are having that same issue. They're working on it. Just so you know, they know about the issue. I need to cool off by using the one wheel for a bit. Any reason, excuse to use the one wheel. This is actually the new GT S series. I just got this. It is
What does
incredible.
S mean?
I have no idea. It's just their newest one. I think it's like their most pro, and it feels so stable and like solid. You wanna try it? Maybe in a little bit?
Maybe in a little bit.
All right, let's go to a different spot. update and the film emulations was not enough for you to make this app interesting, it has a third feature which is kind of boring, but it actually might be really useful. So let's say you have like a Sony a7S III or FX3 and you needed a B camera shot and the only other camera you had was your iPhone. So you could put it into like the Apple log or whatever, but what if you could do even better? So with this app, you can actually, you go into image processing, choose log, and now we can go into the log section and choose any camera's log. So we can do Pearl log, which is their log. We can do Sony S log, Nikon, Blackmagic, Arri log. And then we can essentially do like a DaVinci CST, a color space transform in camera, so that when we're color grading, these two cameras should match better.
That's cool.
That's actually really cool. Okay, let's test it out. Let's see, we're gonna do Sony S-Log3. I am recording now. So now, if we have two angles of me, we can go from one to the other and we can see if we just copy and paste the exact same color grade, how much of a difference there is. Do you think they'll match at all?
I honestly have no idea. There's no way they can. There's no way.
I will be very surprised, pleasantly surprised if this actually works. And if it does, that's incredible because no matter what camera you use, you can then match the log from Perla to whatever camera you're using. That's actually really handy.
Before we go, you have to try the one wheel.
Oh my god. I'll try, but I am really nervous.
You're a skateboarder, you should be fine. Like, okay, so you know how it works, right? You put your back foot on here, and then front foot equal pressure. If it's only half pressure, you see the lights.
And the only thing I will say is when you jump off, when you like lose your balance, jump off with 2 feet. Never jump with the front foot off, front foot on, because then it'll think that you're going full tilt.
Oh, so it'll speed up.
It'll speed up.
See, it's a little weird to get like, so now it's a gauge, and then once you're going a little bit faster, that doesn't matter anymore. You can be however you want.
This is a little scary. I like how we're going slow.
Spencer's getting the initiation. Everybody has to try the one wheel at least once if you're gonna work for me.
You turn.
Hey, you just turn. Come on, you got this like a skateboard. No. Oh, yeah. Yes, you did the proper jump off technique. I like it. That was good.
Gosh.
Good. You want to try it more?
This is also so heavy.
It is. That's why you want to ride it, not carry it. Just relax. Don't think about it. Look forwards. Your body just leans forward a little bit and then back to slow down. Yep. Just relax. Chill. Easy.
I think you got it. I wasn't surprised. He's a good skateboarder. So.
Oh, you're going backwards.
Never mind. He doesn't have it yet.